Hello class and welcome to chapter 4. In this chapter we're going to be reviewing the issues priority matrix. So let's get started. The issues priority matrix is essentially an analysis tool to help you understand or help you evaluate various activities that may be going on in the marketplace. You can categorize them as medium priority, high priority, low priority. It gives you a framework for analyzing activities that are going on in the marketplace, much like the SWOT analysis does. Let's take a closer look at it. You have on the horizontal axis the probability, the probable impact that this particular activity may have on the company. And that could be either high, medium, or low. On the vertical axis, you have the likelihood that this activity will occur. And then once again, you have a low, medium, and high. And as you can tell, this creates a 3x3 grid, 9 different cells. And the cells are labeled high priority, medium priority, or low priority, depending on where a particular activity would fall within the grid. So let's take an example of an activity, and let's take an example of a company. We're going to use Amazon as an example for the company. And let's say the activity is government's regulation of online sales, specifically paying taxes. The requirement that online organizations will have to pay taxes. This issue went before Congress. It was being voted on. Many companies were arguing that it's unfair for online-based companies to be able to sell products and not pay taxes because it created an unfair competitive advantage over brick-and-mortar stores. So we knew that this is likely going to happen. Some form of taxing is going to take place. Plus, the government wants that tax revenue. So we'd say, what is the probability that this would occur? Low, medium, or high? In this case, while the debate was going on, it would have been, I think it's a pretty high priority. The next question is what's the likely impact it would have on Amazon or any other online retailer? And that once again would be pretty high. So that means both high probability and high likelihood of occurrence would put it right here in the top right-hand quadrant, which is a high priority issue. So when it comes to building out the company's strategies, that needs to be in there, how they're going to respond to that particular change, should it take place and when it takes place. Let's take an example. Let's take another example. There is an emergence of a technology that's coming out which allows for the wireless wireless sharing of electricity. Right? So what we're saying is that you actually can charge your cell phone without plugging it in. So it allows for electricity to travel through the air and actually charge your cell phone, charge your camera, charge your laptop, or any other type of electrical device. There's a company that's right now on the fringes of this called Ubeam. It's sponsored by Mark Cuban on Shark Tank. And they're exploring ways to wirelessly transmit electricity. So let's say I was a laptop manufacturer. Let's say I'm Samsung or Apple, and I see this technology out on the horizon. I want to use the issues priority matrix to help me evaluate this particular technology and what I should be doing as a company. So here's the question I'd ask. What is the likelihood that they'll actually get this technology off the ground? Well, I have to do my research to understand where are they at with this. Apparently, there's quite a few people who are working on this problem, and there's very promising results. So it is likely, I'd say medium to high, that at some point this technology is going to be perfected. Well, what's this probable impact on my company? Well, if there is a transference of power in that way, I'm going to have to figure out how to input the right battery within my computer to be able to receive that power. I also get to remove the expense of a power cord. But maybe this new component to actually receive the wireless power is more expensive or less expensive. So I have to do some research to understand what is its overall impact on my computer. Now, because it's just looking at the power, it's not going to affect the operating system. It's not going to affect the software components that are on the operating system or the other hardware within the laptop. So it may have a medium effect to the organization or quite possibly a low effect. So let's go with a medium effect or medium impact on the corporation, and let's say the probability of occurrence is pretty high. So that puts us right in that quadrant of high priority. So this is something that we definitely should be keeping our eye on as an organization and building strategies to help us deal with it when that technology comes online. Well, that wraps it up for this lecture. I hope you learned something. We'll see you in the next lecture. And as always, don't forget to study.